Right, again, I ask we silence our cell phones so we don't have any interruptions. Joining us now, members of the Tarleton State Texans football program. In the center of our podium is head coach Kerry Fowler. On the far end, we have Nick Perez. Nick is a senior offensive lineman from Stephenville. On the near side, we have another Stephenville native, Chase Vernado. Chase is a sophomore defensive end. Coach, your initial impressions on a game that was really in doubt until the last 3 or 4 minutes?
Yeah, it was. You know, we had some mistakes there. You know, that we made. You know, the second quarter really, you know, changed the outcome of the game. And you know, you know, sometimes mistakes happen. You know, 2 turnovers. You know, they got us. You know, on defense. You know, I go for that. Fake punt there, and you know you're trying to create something. You're up, but here's the thing: I got a real young defense, and we had 8 guys last week that played in their first college football game, and we had a great practice, and they're close in some situations right now, and you got at some point as a coach let them understand that you trust them in those situations, and you know if that comes down to it, you know I'll take all the credit, but you know what? I know one thing's for sure. Those young defensive players, they know I trust them, and they know that I know that they're going to get better, and I wouldn't change that for anything. But the second quarter blew, you know, that was the outcome, and then you know a couple of big plays here and a couple big plays there, and you know I did not know. I seen it on the sideline. You know, Keenan Blair, which I think is a great player. I don't want to get into medical conditions and all that stuff because I know my limitations on there. But I looked at him and he didn't look like he was. You know, it looked like a concussion. And you guys know, in our situation in our program, those are things that I really look for in those players when I'm talking to him. And sure enough, he had a concussion. I don't know when it happened, but he made a couple of mistakes there that child wouldn't normally make. And you know, I'm glad I seen that situation and we were able to get him the medical attention. But you know, a couple of mistakes here, mistakes there. You know, really turned the tide in the football game.
Chase, we'll toss to you real quick. 9 total tackles, 5 solo, 4 assists, and a fumble return for 48 yards. I know it was physical along the line. Give us your initial impressions of the ball game.
Well, I think we played hard defensively, like Coach said. I think there's things we could have done here and there that might have completely changed the outcome of the game. But up front, I think we played hard. And defensively, I mean, we trust the guys behind us, even though they are young. It's just it's going to be we got a long road left, long season, a lot of games left. And
y'all think we're young? That's a sophomore telling you that we're young.
But I mean, as a sophomore, I am one of the older guys on the defense. So I really believe in those young guys. I really trust them, and I know they believe in me and trust in me. So that's really what it comes down to.
Chase, for you, your offense racked up just 1 yard shy of 500 yards, so the production was there. Tell us a little bit about what it was like on the offensive side today.
That's for you, Nick.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nick. My mistake.
Offensively, I'm really proud of how our guys have reacted to the game. We played hard. Offensive line-wise, we knew up front that we were going to have to be able to run the ball, and I think we did that. Receivers made plays. Like Coach was saying, we were a few plays away from turning the tide of this game, and we'll fix those, and we still got a long way to go this season.
Questions for the Texans?
Coach Rod, what was just all the momentum turns like? You're up 14, you're down 3, you're tied. It just seemed like it was back and forth a lot out there. What was it like managing all those changes in momentum?
Not really, you know. It's just you know, trying to keep those guys positive, you know. And I told them at halftime, and they knew coming into the game some of the things we talked about throughout the week and last night and this morning. You know, on the one next play, you got to prepare, you know, as a super strong champ, and you know, and we just try to keep those things going, you know, and they trust in the situation. You know, we were still at the end. Those kids, they believe in what we're doing. They believe that they're still going to win. They're going to fight to the very end. And you know, we're trying to, you know, we knew at the end, you know, try to save the timeouts. Can we try to come back? And those guys think that way. So, you know, managing this group, Brad, is different than some of the guys I have before. You know, they believe in what we're doing. I'm just telling you, you know, I don't know when it's going to click for this crew, but we've got a good football team. And at some point, you're going to start seeing youthful mistakes. I've got 2 game changers, maybe 3 game changers on our team that are not with us right now through injuries. And we're going to get better every week. We're going to play our best football at the end of the year. You're going to watch this team get better, and that's comes back because they're not worried about right now. Their heads are still high. They trust each other. They believe in each other, and we're going to be back on this bus and love on each other and get us back. So managing the momentum, it's just fun coaching them. I have more fun coaching this team probably than any team I ever have, and I think they have fun playing too. And so they're a different group.
Questions?
38 all right there. You just get the touchdown. The crowd's into it. You feel like right there you spun it. So maybe you get a stop, take over.
Yeah, I mean, we knew we had to get a stop, and what a great play call by them. They come off. They've been running Jeremy, play after play, and we were trying to stop him. And what a great back he is. And we came in. We established ourselves, there in the third quarter, being able to stop the runs. I think some of our halftime adjustments, were very key to us in the third quarter. And they run a zone read concept, and we chased down in, and we called a play to keep the end outside. He thought it was a different call, and he chased it down, and then they came out and they hit us on a backside wheel route that attacking the coverage, and that way, they go 2 plays, 77 yards, and then that kind of puts us, on our heels, and it's just kind of like, we played good in the game, very similar to last week. We played good in the game at times offensively, at times defensively, and tonight we did it together in the first quarter and the third quarter. And if you look at you look at the second and fourth quarter there, late in the third, those we made some mistakes. We just got to learn to finish, and it's not finishing physically and being in shape. We're in great shape, and we got a great strength staff that's got them strong. It's the mental end of it, and we've got to be able to be focused, for the duration of a college football game, and that's where we're lacking right now.
Coach, do you have any update on Bubba Tandy?
Bubba's in the hospital right now. I don't know exactly the diagnosis. I haven't gotten to know his mother and his family from Kentucky are in, and I know that the doc and them said they were going over to the hospital to check on him, probably going to keep him overnight, just to see what's happening with him. It's something with a lung, and that's all I know on that end.
Any more questions?
One more. You both guys played here at Stephenville High School. Chase played in the state championship game here at Stephenville High School. What is it special about this place and getting to come back here and play down in college?
Oh, it's a great stadium. You always love coming to play here. It's the biggest stage in college or in football in general. And it's a great stadium, great atmosphere. It really brings a lot to the table.
Like Coach Jay said, it's a great stadium. There's just a lot of excitement about getting to play in an NFL stadium. It's the design, everything about it's fantastic. And when you go and take that field, it's a serious business, and we're looking forward to a fun game every time.
Gentlemen, we appreciate you sharing time with us. Best of luck next week for the fall season.
Thank you.